They say everything's bigger down in Texas, and the poker games are no exception to that. The last time I was down here, I booked the biggest win of my life.
C3 Abby Poker, a nice young lady. She's in here playing perhaps her biggest game ever, so. You know, a snap jam, snap call, here we go.
You have like 4% ahead. Right?
Oh, great. That's so comforting.
2 years later, I'm back in Texas looking to book an even bigger win than last time. But more importantly, I'm here to prove that I'm a much better player than the last time I set foot in the lodge. Now, there are a few key elements to this game that would make or break my night. The first is called the nit game. Each player is dealt a button that they can only get rid of once they win a hand. Last person with a button has to pay what's called the nit tax, which is an amount that gets put directly into the next pot. Second, this stream is boys versus girls. Each team will be competing to win the most money as a group by the end of the night. And each player on the winning team would get an additional $500 from the other team. Lastly, at the beginning, everyone was given a time bank. If one team had a difficult decision in a hand versus the other team, you could actually consult your teammates mid-hand on what to do. All in all, this was not going to be your average poker game, and I was a little nervous about it. We are on our way to the lodge. We are playing 5-5, $1,000 cap. Honestly, not that worried about it. That's such a fucking lie. Okay, we're here. I can't tell anybody this, but I always get like a little bit nervous before these streams. Like everything just plays bigger down in Texas, and either way, I'm not gonna let my nerves get the best of me. I'm still gonna bluff, I'm still gonna be all in, and I'm still gonna have the potential to make a stronger hand than my opponent. I mean, you're never dead till the river, right? Just gotta play my game. I think a little bit of the nerves also come from the fact that I was playing against some very skilled opponents. One of which was absolutely Poker Mama. In this hand, she raises under the gun 1 to $30. I look down at ace queen offsuit before 3-betting to $100, and only Casey makes the call. The flop comes 8-9 deuce rainbow. She checks to me, and I down bet to $60 like I would with all my overpairs and stuff like that. But Casey's undeterred and makes the call. The turn is the queen of diamonds, giving me top pair. She checks it over to me, and at this point I bet $250, looking to charge all of her flopped pairs, or her draws that might have approved to a pair, such as queen 10 or queen jack. But then she does something that makes me super uncomfortable.
In the full.
She's gonna go all in.
She goes all in, and now I need to ask myself whether or not this could ever be a bluff. In my mind, I think this bet is pretty polar. It's either a set, a straight, or a stone cold bluff. After thinking it over, I do level myself into a call, but she has Jack 10.
She makes the call,
Oh.
and she's gonna get stacked here.
Oopsies.
Oops. Nice hand.
Nice hand, Casey. Yep, nice hand, Casey. Brutal turn for Miss Abby.
And that's the story of how I lost $1,000 in the very first hand I play on a live stream to redeem myself for being a bad player. Good start. In the next hand, I'm starting to notice a pattern here, because when Skull raises in late position to $30, and I look down at ace-8 of clubs, I ramp up the aggression with a 3-bet to $100. The blinds fold, but then Casey looks down at her cards in the straddle and 4-bets me to $350.
The 4-bet to $350, back to Abby. Abby just got stacked.
Girl, I just need to teach her a lesson. You know? Blonde on blonde.
Abby will lay it down.
Fair enough, girl. I'm a little weaker than ace queen this time, so I do choose to let it go, and thank God I do, because she had pocket queens. I'm definitely not looking to be bullied at the table, as most of the players do know that this is going to be a bigger game for me. But I have to be disciplined and focus on picking my moments, something that I definitely did not do the last time I was here. This next hand is a little bit wonky because with the nit game actually on now, everyone at the table is fighting to win a hand as quickly as possible so they don't have to pay that $250 tax. But this means two things. Number one, straddling is advantageous because you're the last to act pre-flop, and it becomes infinitely more likely that you're about to go multi-way. Ron raises his button to $35 before Brittany and Skull make the call in the blinds, and I complete in the straddle with Jack Deuce suited. The flop is Jack 4 Deuce Rainbow, which is extremely good for me, but it's also a dry enough board that I would expect Ron to bet here a lot of the time. So when it checks to me, I check as well, but unfortunately he checks behind. The turn is the 8 of spades, and now Brittany leads for $75. Skull makes the call, which is very good to see for me. So I size up my raise a little bit and make it $325. Ron folds, but Brittany makes the call before Skull folds as well. We're heads up, and at this point, I'm sure that I'm up against a jack with a better kicker, which means I'm gonna make sure to get paid on this river until the board pairs. Brittany checks it over to me, and I instantly check it back.
Really bad river for me.
Horrible river for Abby.
4 deuce.
9 will play. And Brittany's gonna not lose a nit game again.
Yep, she has Jack 9, which means unfortunately we're gonna lose this pot due to kicker problems. I'm feeling dejected, like nothing can go my way. But the nit game is still on, so 2 hands later when Skull opens the button, I jam ace 9 off, and Skull Mike is in the tank with a very bad hand.
Skull Mike.
That's really bad.
Then you should call.
Skull Mike's folding. The funeral for the Jack 3 offsuit. Here's the eulogy.
It's gonna be painful if I call and you lose this one. It's gonna be painful.
That's okay. I got a couple more bullets. And it'd be tough to beat.
It's really bad. I'm gonna fold.
There's the fold.
I just realized how long that tank was. Skull Mike, what are we doing, brother? I might not have lost the nit game, but in this next hand, I think I might have lost my mind. The $20 straddle is on, and Tish Money sets the tempo by starting out this hand with a limp. Then Britt limps, then Skull limps, then I limp with ace 5 offsuit. Corey limps, and Sasa checks her option in the double straddle.
Can I look at the GTO chart?
Oh, yeah, so basically, all right.
And no charge while you're playing. It says jam 5 deuce if you have it.
The revenge range is
So
everything.
I have to jam 5 deuce,
but
right? Okay, check.
So we're going 6 ways to this flop, all hoping to flop something magical. But for me, that actually happens. So when Skull checks to me, I bet $85 here, with the intent of trying to get heads up versus a flush draw or an ace. Only Sasa makes the call, and I'm gonna let you guess what that turn is. Crazy enough, it's not a diamond, but it is a jack, rendering my 5 pretty much useless. I check to Sasa, and she fires out for $225 this time.
And Abby Poker's going to hate this.
And I'll be honest, this isn't a snap decision for me. After playing like 30 hands with Sasa, I have to make my best guess on whether or not she would bet a flush draw here, because I literally lose to any ace.
Abby gets counterfeited for the 2nd time today. And Abby
You know what?
knows there's a lot to beat her now. This is in Jacks with the 5 kicker.
I can't help you.
I know. I don't know why I showed
At
you.
least now I know. There's one, Ken.
I have to show, right? I have a jack. Okay.
Oh, nice hand.
Good lay down.
At the end of the day, I choose to practice some discipline and fold, but I'm not happy about it. Then I play a hand versus Dylan where he defends his big blind with 9-3 offsuit. You heard that right. What the hell? And then wins. God, this stream is going so bad for me. I can't even handle it. But then, I have a chance at redemption. We have decided to put the $20 straddle on again, which means bigger pots equating to a higher chance to get even. I think I made that up. But Sasa limps, Ron limps, Skull limps, and I jam my last $350 with King Queen offsuit from the small blind. Sasa folds, Ron folds, and Skull looks like he really wants to fold. But then, in a desperate attempt to get him to call, I say this.
Come on, give me action. I have such a strong hand.
I have 4 high.
Then you should definitely call. That's ahead.
What's this, 350?
Let's have a look.
Skull
360 fadeaway.
is the human rain delay.
If you're gonna win, you should definitely call. If you're
Can I
gonna
show
lose,
him
you should definitely
one
call.
hand
high.
or one card?
Go for it. Yeah.
Please call me.
Would have been sick if you should have 6 or 9.
I know.
That'd been so.
I'll tell you right now, I do not have king 6 or king 9. Otherwise, I would have showed that.
What about king king?
No, I don't have kings.
All right, let's call then.
All right, good luck.
Call.
Ooh.
Skull makes the call.
Oh, I'm losing this hand. I'm losing this hand. No. Oh my God. No.
Skull makes the call.
About how she never puts this in the bin.
All right, a little bit of backstory. In my last vlog, I got felted twice with Skull Mike's exact hand. Corey won't let me hear the end of it.
No, I'm not winning. I'm not
so
winning.
sorry. I'm not feeling good about
Rebuy.
Couple diamonds and an open-ender. What a flop for Skull.
Wrap it up.
How many out?
Too many. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And there's the pair. Abby.
I knew it.
Another deuce.
There's the queen.
How did that happen?
And let's get a shot of Abby.
Doesn't get any better than that, boys. You guys were channeling your inner deuce. Like,
It's kind of funny because I didn't even know who I was rooting for in that hand. Like, obviously I wanted to win the $350, but I also kind of wanted to prove Corey wrong that 3-4 suited always loses. I guess I'll have to settle for the money this time though. Then this next hand happens, and I think this is just honestly the element of studying going wrong. Like I said, I've been really trying to become a better player. Sometimes though, the things that you study in theory don't really pan out that well. Tish makes it $30 and Casey kind of lazily makes it $100. It folds to me in the small blind and I look down at the solver special. I have just over 1,000 in front of me. She made it 100.
Abby with the ever-attractive ace-4 suited goes all in at the wrong time. And she's going to run into it against
I can't use
Poker
my chip
Mama.
against Abby, huh? Can I get it count, please? I think I have a really big hand. I'm not so rolling you. I probably have to call, but I just want to think it through.
She's going to ask for a count.
She's probably like, I've got aces. You're not slow rolling me. I promise you.
1,045.
It's 1,045.
Correct.
what's that for a princess?
From 1,100. Oh, I call.
She's in there.
There's the call.
Ooh, it looked like aces.
Really?
Dude, ace
Hey,
That makes one of us.
Ace
There's a 4.
I think. But you're gonna chop it up though.
Had to try.
A 5 would chop. There's the 5.
Chop the first
So chop the first one.
Not great for me, actually, to chop the first one.
There's the ace.
On the table.
Abby from way behind.
This is a sicko one.
Poker Mama looking for a lady does not come, so Abby's going to win 75% of that pot.
I don't know how we did it, but somehow we managed to chop the first board and win the second one completely. So we actually find a way to win money this hand. Thank you, dealer. This next hand, I don't even want to put this next hand in. I'm trying to think about a way to frame this so that it'll look good on a vlog, but to be totally honest with you, it all came down to the fact that I just didn't believe her. I raised the button to $30 and Corey 3-bets the small blind to $150 before Sasa makes the call and I call as well. The flop comes 10-5 deuce with 2 clubs. Corey checks and Sasa leads out 3 ways for $175. I could probably just fold here, but I don't. I honestly thought at the time that she could have a lot of ace deuce, ace 3 of clubs type of thing. Really the combo draws, I guess. So I call once and Corey folds. The turn is the 7 of hearts and she bets 400 this time. This is also a fold. But I don't know how to describe this. My gut was just telling me not to believe her. So I make the call.
Looking for the 9 of diamonds or 9 of spades.
The river comes the jack of spades.
See more on, I think. That'd be awesome.
I wish I could use a time chip.
I think this hand reminded me of the first time I was at the lodge. I was going with what my gut was saying rather than thinking analytically about the situation.
She thinks she was on a draw.
No.
Isn't?
No, but I don't believe you. That's the problem.
And truthfully, that's the thing about this hand that tilts me the most. But I will say, sometimes it takes a massive punt in order to learn a lot.
He makes the call.
Sevens.
And Sassa baby is gonna put the lipstick on.
Even though I'm still kind of embarrassed about that last hand, the Nick game is on, and unfortunately, it's down to me and Brittany at this point. Sasa limps, and Brittany makes it $80. I don't have a great hand, but it's down to me and her, so I literally can't fold. Sasa makes the call as well, and we go 3 ways to a flop of Queen 9-4 with 2 spades. Brittany bets $90, and I have no choice but to call with my backdoor straight and my backdoor flush, but ultimately, Jack high. And thank God I did, because Sasa folds, which means Brittany would have won. At this point, I'm praying for the turn to bring me anything that I can bluff with, and the turn's the king of diamonds. Good enough. She checks to me, and I fire out for $225 this time before she snap folds.
Wow. Oh my God.
Abby showing a bluff there.
Abby freaking poker, guys.
Jack high, gets rid of her knit button.
That's how you fight to not lose the Nick game. Now, this next hand does need a little bit of a preface. One thing about poker players, they love talking shit. And on Twitter before this, Skull Mike was yapping. Anyway, all this to say, I was coming for Skull Mike specifically. That's it. On to the hand now. In this hand, Sasa limps for $20. Ron calls, Brittany calls, Skull calls. But this time, I don't want to call. I bump it up to $220, and only Skull Mike makes the call.
You just got those chips.
I'm ready to use them.
Put them to the test. Watch, he's playing with DQ too many times. Oh, I checked dark. Blah, 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 blah.
The flop is Jack 7-5 with 2 diamonds and a club, and he checks to me before I bet $175. He makes the call, and the turn is the 2 of clubs. I'd imagine at this point I'm behind, but I do have a ton of equity. So because I'm in position, when he checks to me, I choose to just check it back. And the river comes the oh-so-magical 8 of clubs. At this point, Skull leads out for $600.
And it's all going in. Abby loving life. 600. She just has 870 left. She's gonna get the last 270.
Now let me be really clear. I wasn't worried about whether or not I had the best hand. In fact, I was sure I had the best hand, which meant that this was the perfect opportunity to go for a sick slow roll. And in order to really sell this, I knew exactly what I had to do.
I'm thinking of going all in right now.
It's only 600.
I know. I don't have enough to make you fold.
Love the speech play. Love it. Oh, I love this. I love it. She's going to go out and talk and say there's no way she's folding.
I have a flush. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going all in for sure.
This is the greatest slow roll in the history of poker.
Okay. They're telling me to fold. They're telling me to fold. Yeah.
I can't call here.
Yeah.
I don't think I should call here.
Yeah.
They're telling me to fold, but something tells me
Yeah.
that you're bluffing. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't believe you.
I love it.
If you're gonna take this hard time, let's really fucking punish him.
Slow roll. Yep.
They want to punish Skull.
I wish I had more so bad. But I just have a fucking bluff catcher right now.
Uh-oh. I love it. I love it.
No, I'm from. You have 6 nuts, and I'd be really sick.
Oh, okay. I would say I'm an honorary
Can't be
Canadian
6'9".
from Minnesota. Minnesota is where I'm from.
Oh, okay. But you live in the States.
Don't push it too much, Abby.
Okay, I'm all in.
All in. Skull.
We're so fucked. She's got 6'9". She's got 6'9" for sure. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Fuck out of it. It makes sense. Oh my god. Oh my god. You savage. You savage. You hit me with this. Oh. I call.
She makes the call. And Skull's gonna see the bad news. I love it.
Oh my God. I didn't think she actually had it when they left. That's pretty. When they came back.
I love.
Sasa, what's your
Abby,
favorite thing to do?
look at that face.
He did tell me after this hand, though, that this meant that he was gunning for me in the future, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. A couple orbits later, and someone, I don't remember who, doesn't matter, has lost the Nick game. This means that in this specific hand, there is an extra $300 of dead money in the middle. Skull Mike's dumbass is straddling to $50. I make the call in early position, Sasa makes the call, before it folds over to Skull, who blind raises to $100.
It's my one mistake,
If you raise
a
any
live
trouble
stream
for you, I'll
that I
say
give
yeah.
myself before I really get hard on myself. I give myself one mistake. I could have missed it.
Be careful with it.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Dangerous.
I got a great
Graphics went so fast, I couldn't see it.
The flop is ace-ace-8 with a flush draw for me. Skull checks. I bet 300, which is only half pot. Sasa quickly folds before Skull Mike does something that I definitely did not want to see.
It's a big bet. All in.
Two's all in.
I trust it.
We win.
All in from Skull.
We win.
Now, I thought they're playing the 6-9 game, where if you win a hand with 6-9, you get a bonus. It could be any 6-9. We're gonna find out here.
I've stepped into it a little bit. I have 10-7 of spades.
Your bet is like.
I know, it's a bad bet.
Yeah, like with an ace,
Yeah.
you don't really necessarily probably want to go that far.
Yeah. But if he has an ace, then I have like 30%.
Meanwhile,
So-
back in the studio, the guys couldn't care less.
Does he ever do this with like fives? Like, do I ever have like a 10 and a 7 live? No, but he, I mean, he blind raised pre-flop. I feel like a spade's coming low key. I mean, I'm like kind of getting the right price. I don't know. Should we do something random about it? You want to play rock, paper, scissors, call or fold? You guys should rock, paper, scissors. You're leaning call, she's leaning fold. Rock, paper, scissors, whatever that happens, that's what we're doing.
To see if they're calling or folding.
Fold? All right, we're folding.
All right, best each team, they fold, and Skull Mike is gonna show the 9-6 and get paid.
Well played, Skull, especially because now the entire table has to pay the guy an additional $25 for winning with 6-9. I wanted to call too. Ugh. 2 takeaways: don't randomize and don't fold to Skull Mike. Now, throughout the entire night, I've been playing big pots with a bunch of different people at the table, but the one person who I've pretty much avoided is Corey. Little did I know that we were about to play the hand of the night. Brittany raises to $35. Skull makes the call, and I call as well with my absolute favorite hand, 10-8. Now listen, I'd prefer if it was suited, but then Corey 3-bets to $210. Brittany folds, Skull folds, and I was probably gonna fold too. But then Skull says this.
You want to take him down, you gotta do it yourself.
That's tempting.
Corey 3-bets to 210 with King 10 of clubs.
You just ship in.
Abby, don't tilt. Abby, don't.
He said for the context.
Abby and Corey.
That wouldn't have worked a lot of the time, but with my favorite hand, let's play a pot. The flop comes King 8-4 with 2 clubs. I check to Corey, and he bets $125. He hasn't convinced me that he has a better hand yet. I make the call. The turn is the 3 of diamonds, which is pretty much a brick, so when I check to him once again, and he bets $250, I'm not going anywhere. The river is an interesting one though. It's the 4 of diamonds. I check to Corey, hoping to just get to showdown, but he's not gonna make it that easy. He bets $250, and the second he releases the chips, devious intentions start to flood my brain.
And let's listen in to what the ladies have to say.
I have an 8. So milky. He's been so tight all day too. I think he's blocking. He could be blocked, like with a, like you know what I mean? But the other thing that I could do is like raise. You know what I mean? I have the 8 of diamonds, so it could actually make sense that I would have like ace 8 of diamonds or something like that, where it's like pair plus. like backdoor draw, I think I would play the same.
I think you said ace high, you have to call.
But the question is, do I turn an 8 into a bluff?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Which I'm kind of leaning towards yes. So maybe if he has more than 600 in his stack, then I jam. And if he does not, then I just call. I can't fold at this point.
It's so milky though. Like
I know
that calling kind of sucks. So I understand why she wants to go merge, but I just don't think she's gonna fold just for.
Stackopoly with the line of the night. If only the pink SpongeBob square hoodie guy. Oh, I love chat.
He's capable of folding a king.
I love chat.
she has behind. I think if he's 700 behind, for sure.
Do we know where we're at, like up in the challenge though?
It won't matter. We're way up like a bajillion, yeah. This is actually a break-even jam for me because he would be the one to pay me 500.
Okay.
Welcome back, ladies. Welcome to.
All right, let's see what Abby decides.
Yeah, it's
Gonna go all in. I love it.
Do we need more time?
just checked.
Maybe.
Abby,
Let's go.
just fearless. And let's listen to the guys now.
I mean, I realistically should have just checked.
Okay, so when she just calls your small flop bet, it's either stuff like king queen
or like
suited.
8-7, 9-8. But she didn't want to
What
call.
did the turn action
She didn't want to call f***ing
How
pre.
did the turn action
She
go?
wanted to fold pre.
How'd you know that?
How did the turn action go?
Pre-flop, Skull was like, she looked like she wanted to fold to 35, and Skull was like, oh, for the content. There's like a big point to me, I think. Because I swear to God, like, I felt like she wanted to fold pre.
She could also have like 4x, dude. Like,
I guess.
Because the action was flop, bet small. She's calling any like ace four clubs.
What the fuck? She has no bluffs. Like literally no bluffs.
I don't think it's.
You're the only one with the nip up.
Actually though,
Yeah,
ace four of clubs makes total sense here.
Yeah.
But like to be fair, like
Okay, so she has ace four of clubs. She has king.
She can't have ace four of clubs. Four of clubs is on the board.
Jamming king jack or king queen.
Corey, I promise you. Hold on.
I just had to
Go with the plan. Just fold. This is a very hard spot to have.
You know she wants
given
to
the SBR.
Get you dirty.
The
Deposit very big. You
Very,
have 500
very tough
behind.
spot.
What's she have? Backdoor diamonds or 4?
To make a
You
lot
have
of sense.
$500.
Abby hoping it gets through.
This pot has a lot in it. We might be wrong, but there's a lot in the middle.
It doesn't matter if we're getting 4 to 1 and she's bluffing
Like 8 to 1?
one out of
It
10
doesn't-
times,
yeah.
we have a
snap
disgustingly
fold.
losing call. Fold.
You look
I look weak, I know.
like
Like,
you look like you have what you have.
Which one?
What is this, Hollywood?
I don't know.
Which one? It's a bluff. It's a mandatory show.
Do I need to give you $25 for a 6-9?
Let's go! Let's go! Oh my God, Abby, that was so smart. Next level.
Listen to the captain. For sake!
Skull Mike's been right every time.
For sake!
That is one bluff.
Time for shots, Rod. Corey, you're having one.
Abby, poker with the play. Corey, not too happy.
Gonna be honest, that's probably my favorite poker hand I've ever played.
Folks,
On that last hand.
in the closest team matchup in the history of the Lodge live stream, by a win of 85 small dollars.
Oh my God.
It is the ladies.
With that win, I ended up booking a win of $425 after being in for quite a lot at the beginning there. See you next time, Lodge.